What is up, y'all? It is Paristtmpped, Paristtmpped, and today I am going to be, opening up about my parents. I've been kind of sprinkling them in the conversations because I've been trying to figure out how I want to navigate the conversation. When I was, so as you know, I got adopted. If you didn't know, watch my other videos, catch up, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of story times. I got a lot to say, and also listen to my music. Are you listening to my music? It's under Paristtmpped on all platforms except Apple. Actually, Apple still has me under Tempted, so I don't know. But check me out. Let me know your thoughts on my music. You know, nice, chill, meditative kind of vibes. But yeah. So I got adopted because my mother had me, I'd say at a young age. She had me at 19, but while I was in the womb, her mother died of breast cancer. So she really didn't have that support that she needed to take care of, 2 kids. And I feel like when you don't have that support at a younger age, I feel like, the system kind of forces you to give your children up. They like to put this flashlight in people's faces and be like, support! And if you don't got support, what the fuck? So I got adopted, and right off the bat, that was a very interesting experience. I can remember like it was yesterday. The last time I saw my bio mom. Now keep in mind, fast forward in the present, me and her have a very good relationship. I talk to her all the time. We're very close. I've met my family. I feel like time has passed, but yeah. So this whole story time for today is more so in the past. The present moment does not coincide with it. But well, it does. But anyway, so I got adopted, and her mom died. So the last day that I saw my bio mom, I was I don't even remember how old I was, but I was with my younger brother, and she wanted me to draw her a picture and kind of just have a moment, and that was that. I feel like I knew that something was definitely up. I knew what was going on, but I didn't think, because I was still seeing her after it. After I got adopted, I still kept in contact, but my mom that adopted me was literally batshit crazy. So after a while, she kind of just stopped letting us have communication, and that was kind of that. Now, I feel like my mom had a lot of things going on in her own life and in her own mental that she didn't get a chance to work through before having me. And I feel like when you adopt someone that's not a part of your family, that has their own culture, their own backstory, you got to be very vigilant and very just cautious, because like I said, they're their own person, and I feel like she didn't know that. So taking me in, it was already just 2 different energies in the same space. I was a very I know who I am, just me kind of person. I feel like it definitely bursted her bubble in every which way, and we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff. And I don't mean we didn't argue or anything. It would be more so her yelling in my face about everything. And I feel like it was just a very isolated life. And if you want to hear more on those actual story times of my life, hit that subscribe button, because this is not that day. This is not that video. So when I was 15, I kind of just sat my mom and dad down, because they didn't live together. They lived in 2 different houses. But my brother, my older brother, was their son. So that's kind of what kept them in contact. So I kind of just spoke to them, and I'm like, hey, this whole house is fucking dysfunctional. I'm going through A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So my mom sent me over to my dad's house to hide out like Rapunzel. And I basically just melted away in depression at the age of 16, because my family didn't know what the fuck to do with me. Now keep in mind, I'm leaving out a lot of details, but I feel like it's one of those things where that family had so much layers to it. It's gonna be too many damn videos. So I live with my dad, and I go to college now. So I knew as soon as I was going to go to college, I was going to leave. I'm like, hell no, fuck this shit. As soon as I'm done, I'm leaving. Because keep in mind, I'm LGBT+. I can't leave. And I mean, I finally got my car, but I didn't really make a lot of friends growing up. So I feel like, I would see people that I was in the play with, But to me, my life was isolating. I can't explain it. I would be around a lot of people, but I still felt like isolated. I think it was because I was taken from my home, like 2 different homes at that point. Like my actual mother, and then the one that adopted me sends me off to my dad's house. So it's one of those things where I guess that neglect felt I was burying that shit deep. And fast forward, I'm graduating high school, getting ready to go to college, because I got into the EUF program, because I was like, fuck that, I'm going straight to fucking school. I'm going straight. I went early. I went there during the summertime. And literally she I think that was she called me one day, I think just to tell me I don't even remember what she called me for. I think just to her and my dad came to the EOF meeting where all the parents were, to play the part. And then after that, my mom just never called me again. Literally, she never called me again. I haven't spoken to her since I was 17. She just stopped answering the phone. She stopped reaching out. And my dad, I lived with him, but once I went to college, he just stopped calling me. If I didn't call him, I don't hear from anybody. And that's kind of the life that I had to normalize. Keep in mind, my grandmother had 15 kids. So I was adopted into a family that was very large, just for them to kind of isolate me. It was very weird. And I feel like they treated me like I was the issue, but they all had mental health. Not all of them, but a lot of them had mental health issues. And it's one of those things where when you grow up knowing that this isn't normal, it puts me in this weird space, because now that I've chosen myself, I'm still having to almost fight my mind to be comfortable, because I'm still trying to get on my feet, because I don't have a family. What I'm saying? The family I have is the family I've made, and the family that I'm rebuilding from my past. But it's one of those things where my own foundation is, I'm building it from the ground up. And it's so, every day I'm relearning that family, I'm saying family isn't important. Of course, it's who you make, whatever. But how you were raised does play a big role in your future. Because I had time to be raised by my bio mom, who was let me be who I was. I was a very free-spirited kid. I was also an older sibling. And then I get adopted, and I become the youngest. Treated like I don't have any common sense, like I'm dumb as hell, and they only saw me as a prized possession because I'm talented. It's one of those things. And keep in mind, they saw my talent when they wanted to see it. They made fun of me before. I remember I had forgot about it. So when I was in 5th grade, I got my first guitar. It was a Hannah Montana guitar. I wanted a guitar so bad. It's crazy. It just beamed to my head, get a guitar, and I just got one. So I got a guitar, and I made my own little song with it, and I was like, you have love, you have a family, food on your table, that's all you really need, you have love. And that shit was a lot. Stop playing with me. So I'm telling them how I'm going to go to the talent show I want to sing. And they're like, and they make fun of me. I go to that talent show and win. So I get home, mom's like, so, how was the talent show? And I'm like, I won. She took my money and gave everybody ice cream with it. As if that was her money to get. That kind of shows you the kind of person she was, though. She didn't see the potential, but then when she saw what the potential reaped, then she wanted to take it for herself. And that's just bullshit. Even when I was in the plays, I remember I used to be in dance, and she literally made me feel so guilty for quitting dance to be in plays. You had an obligation. I think she even beat me a few times because I left dance. And she used to yell at me in my face because I didn't want to be in dance because I wanted to do another creative thing. And it wasn't until she was in the audience in the front row seeing me be, Sebastian from The Little Mermaid, and everyone's like, oh my God, you're amazing. Where she's like, oh my God, never mind, you're talented. It's just she only took validation when someone else gave it to me. And she only validated me when someone else validated me. And it was I got validation literally in spurts, and they treated me like an issue 90% of the time. And it's one of those things where looking back on my past, it makes it so hard to, I don't know. It doesn't make it hard to really do anything. I guess it makes it hard to consume people now, because I'm realizing when you don't have that family foundation, you have nothing to fall back on. You don't have anything to go back to. You are what you go back to. You know what I'm saying? Even the people that I've made family along the way are becoming, time is passing, and time is spreading. I don't really see them as much. So the family that I've built are just becoming distant relatives. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't really have immediate. And I'm building that immediate, you know, day by day. And it's a process, which is why I made this YouTube channel. Subscribe. I didn't make it to force a family, but this is to create a family so that we all have people, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where, you know, my music is my family. Like I have made my friends are my family. Like me and my bio mom have gotten very close, which I'm very grateful for. And I'm relearning myself every day because of her and the people I'm meeting. You know, I'm able to evolve because of it. And my past is why I'm the enlightened being I am today. I feel like I have knowledge beyond measure because of it. Because keep in mind, my bio mom was hella young, but then I got adopted by old ass people. I mean, nothing wrong with being old, but they were already in their late 50s, mid to late 50s. My dad right now is 73. So people don't realize I have a very old spirit. Like, I grew up on Stevie Wonder and shit. Like, I'm just old as shit. I feel like I'm like, sometimes I feel 30. So my life is very interesting. And I mean, there was a lot of beautiful moments in there. Like, my dad has taught me so many lessons. It sucks that me and him aren't close because he is the reason I am okay with my independence. And that he is the reason that my head's on straight no matter how much I don't have. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where they saw me as an issue and I still see them as that light. I still see the light that they gave me despite it all. Their judgments built me up. I'm able to handle anything now. And I feel like I'm able to see my potential because there will be moments where they didn't. My mom, I used to not pay attention in school, and then out of the blue, I started to do really good. You know, I got really good, and she thought I was cheating. But like, I never got the flowers that I deserved growing up, and it literally made me grow up insecure and in my head. I literally thought I was ugly. I thought I was this. I literally just Bro, all the thoughts was wrong. I was completely incorrect about myself. I thought I didn't have talent because she didn't listen to my shit. I thought I wasn't worth shit because it was hard to get them to support me, you know. But I'm realizing that once you pour yourself with that love, it's like the world opens up. It really does. And my world has opened up. Like, you know, I'm really grateful. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you made it this far, comment down below pending. 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 I love seeing your comments. I try to like all of them because you all deserve to be observed. And I'll see you very soon. If you have any topics you want me to elaborate on or talk more about, comment down below. I have a lot in store for y'all, so I'm excited for it. Tune into my music, Paristtmpped. I have a lot of good songs. Let me know your favorite one. And I hope to see you soon.